In nature, our brain loves being in nature. It does. Now, that seems so practical to all of you. How many of you loved kayaking yesterday? Okay. So your brain knows, you know that innately. You could tell somebody you loved it, but because science likes to study things, something called an fMRI machine can measure how our brain gets activated. And when human beings are exposed to beautiful vistas, beautiful natural scenery, or the outdoors, a very specific part of their brain called the parahippocampal gyrus in the anterior region, which is activating what's called dopamine receptors, lights up. Dopamine is the same chemical that gets activated when people do drugs like cocaine or when we're very happy. It's a very, very happy, ecstatically happy neurotransmitter. So that tells us that being in nature is exceedingly good for our brain. And all of you in this program can experience that each time you're out in nature. And I have a challenge for you when you're out in nature. There was another study done where they took two groups. They took one group where they told them to exercise in nature. No other explanation. 30 minutes, 3 times a week for 2 weeks. The second group, they told them to exercise in nature 30 minutes, 3 times a week, but they gave them specific instructions. They said, when you go outside, pay attention to the sounds you hear. Pay attention to the feel of the temperature on your skin. Feel your feet on the earth beneath you. The sound of the water, the feel and temperature of the heat or the coolness. Those that focused on those sensations tended to describe an increased level of satisfaction, far less fatigue from doing exercises, and described it as being so much more satisfactory to them. Athletes who compete in running,